I am not great, even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well, but we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your sin-pain crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine, we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the Down Bad Hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your sin-pain crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the Down Bad Patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, bestie be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great, even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well, but we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory.
Hi, guys.
Doesn't matter if you've been cheated.
How we doing? Oh, I gotta get shorter. There we go. I'm live on TikTok. I'm also live on Twitch. Is there like a green glow? No, okay. How we doing, everybody? I'm gonna be cranky because I have COVID and I am exhausted. So if I seem a little pissy, is my cat freaking out? She kind of is. She'll come to realize that I'm safe in my room and she can relax outside my room. She's too much of a extreme explosive furball for me to trust her around any equipment at this point. Alright. Queue's 10. Oh, it's only 10 people now, the queue. Okay. Makes sense. Leave a little bit more time for people to show up. Holy shit! Someone just gifted... My mom just gifted me 5 tiers. Thank you, Jill. Let's focus on the consulting work. I appreciate it, though. Did anyone else do anything stupid? Goose gave me 1 bit 12 days ago. Yeah, it's been a while since I streamed. COVID really took me out, so... A lot of first-time chatters here. You sold so hard, I needed you last week. Fuck you. Okay? I was sick. Still am sick. It's a miracle I'm even sitting in front of this camera right now, honestly. Actually, I should probably take a shot of Dayquil. I'll do that on stream. God damn it. Oh. I just get paid for a custom. First live, what up, Father Tuck? You should go to the Twitch, because that's where the vibes are. It's not here. But there's music playing in my headphone on the live on Twitch. To powerful new beginnings. Kia Rice. I'd rather take NyQuil. I don't know why DayQuil tastes so bad. I didn't really know what I was doing. No problem, Mom. Holy shit! The fuck is this? Penta X with the how many? 20 gifted subs? Good morning. Jesus Christ, thank you. And Camille with the regular sub. 5 months in a row. That's insane. Cheers, I'll drink to that. Guess we'll get going here. Turn down the album flames. Let's see. Puncher. Hi, Puncher. How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
Shit. I'm like so nervous. I'm like wasn't even expecting this at the moment.
You're the only one in next up.
I know. I just wasn't sure when. I knew you were doing a shot of NyQuil. And I went to get my own drink, and I came back. Here we are. No. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, let me turn down my stream because I can hear myself and I hate my voice like everyone else. Me and my father, we have a pretty good relationship, but sometimes he's a boomer. Let me just put it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a little out of touch.
Back in my day, XYZ sort of shit. You know. Oh, good. There's an ad. I can take a moment. And I found this thing, and it's a website, and it offers jobs for like working on like ranches and stuff, like lodges and stuff like that out west. And it seemed, pretty interesting. It's something different. Not like as a career, but just, for like this summer sort of deal.
Right.
And, I would like to try and do it. Obviously, it's something different. It's unique. And I work in a TV station. I went to college for media studies, and I've been working at a TV station for about the last year or so. And I'd like to try and do this, except it, I feel like, because it's not, my career, it's not, what I should be doing, so to say, that he wouldn't, agree with it, if that makes sense.
How old are you?
22, almost 23.
It's just for a summer, right? Or it's,
yeah.
Yeah, just fucking.
Yeah.
If he, yeah. Listen, 22, that's the age where you gotta let you make your own decisions.
Yeah.
If they're upset with you, it's one of those things where, like, listen, like, this is not even that big. Like, I'll just be like,
yeah,
there's only so much you can control in my life. Like, I'm just going to do this. It's not going to, I want to do this. It's life experience. It's good to have a bunch of weird shit on the resume at one point, even if you don't, you're 22. You don't know how long you're going to stay in this career path. Maybe you want to do it for the rest of your life, but shit changes. Like, have your experiences. Definitely take that time. Go for it.
Okay, yeah, because like I said, because when I was applying for jobs, I found this one about 4 hours from home. Like I said, TV station, there's only so many in each city. And he said, stay close to home, so you can visit and all that stuff. And it's a sub 100 market at best, I think more like 110. So I'm not making a lot. And then, within 6 months, he was talking about me finding another job in a better market, making more money. Well, except, I got to stay in the shitty market to get experience.
Yes, exactly. Listen,
so
there's so many stories, especially like I'm like 3 years older than you. Like people who get either, maybe you didn't even do this, but I went to college and I went to a liberal arts college, so there was a lot of degrees that people probably shouldn't have gotten, and it was their dream jobs. But like working in film or media or like TV production, and like it just like. In the meantime, it wasn't working out. Like, those jobs are few and far between. They're also not great paying until you get there for, like, 10 years.
Yeah.
Shop around. There's nothing wrong with, trying different career paths, especially at, 22. You can do no wrong at 22 in terms of career. Unless you go back to, like, a part-time McDonald's job because you're just lazy. But you're not being lazy. You're trying to experience new things. That's a completely different world.
Okay.
You can always go back. There's always entry-level positions in the TV production what's I'm looking for? Like PAs and shit. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I know what you mean.
You
Yeah.
can always you'll find like a 40-year-old dude grinding in those jobs. Like you can always jump
Yeah.
into that whenever you want to. Just take fucking 6 months. That's not even as long as it's gonna be, but take like 3 months. Experience something new. Work at the ranch. Screw it.
All right, cool. Because I know I'll probably just be cheap and lazy, and obviously it's summer season's ending, so I'll just wait till next summer when my lease ends up on my apartment. I'll peruse and see what's out there
For sure.
somewhere.
All right.
Utah, Wyoming, something.
Yeah, I
Fuck around,
beautiful
find
part
it.
of the country. Just don't become Mormon.
Oh yeah, I think that's another reason why I want to go. Because I've never been out west, and I'd love to spend some time out there. And if I could do it, get paid for it, so to say,
Yeah.
have some fun out there, then why not?
Get it done, my son. All right.
All right,
All right. Good
appreciate
luck.
it, man.
No problem, Puncher.
Thank you. You too.
Hey, Penta. How many subs did you fucking give me? Thank you. Holy hell. So that one was 20 more, and then right before that you gave 20 more. And right before that you gave 30, right? How many is that? I'm not good at math. 40 plus 30. 70, right? Holy shit, dude. Thank you. Why? Thank you. Are you subbed to the Patreon? I'm throwing money at that. God damn, son. Thank you so much. Get it done, my son. Get you back on my underwear. I like that idea. Merch idea. Speaking of merch, this Friday is the drop, ladies and gentlemen. Get fucking ready. Alright? I'm going to be doing... We're going to have this going. The merch wheel. And on the merch wheel are a bunch of different things that I'm going to hurt myself by doing. Including taking a bite of a raw onion, pulling out an armpit hair. And every 10 pieces of merch we sell, it'll be going on during the stream. I don't have to interrupt callers. But there's going to be some wild shit on this fucking wheel that I have to do every time we sell 10 pieces of merch. Including one thing on the wheel, someone in the chat gets a free piece of merch. So... it's going to be really fun, but you guys saw the merch. I'll show it to you on Friday, too. There's some dope shit in there. I'm happy with this merch drop. So, how you feeling? Not 100%. Yep. Not 100%, but I'm here for the boys, I'm here for the girls, you know? Up next, we have Onion. Onion. Hunyon.
Hi,
Hi. Have we talked before?
we have?
Are you Dutch?
No,
Where are you from?
I'm Norwegian.
Norwegian. What are we?
Yes.
Okay. What can I do for you?
Okay, so I like this guy, and he's sending out the most mixed signals ever.
Okay. All right. Break it down
So
for me.
like, he's really like on and off. First he wants to hang out, and then he ghosts me, and then he calls me cute to his friends, and he doesn't talk to me for a week or something.
Okay. How old are you?
15.
Okay. So, not worth your time, first of all. You're worth more than that. If a guy's doing that, it's just, he's doing it because he can, and he's doing it because you're letting him. So, and I'm sure it feels so good, because this cute kid's calling you cute, and he's giving you attention, and it's fun, right? It's fun to get attention from this guy.
Yeah.
But he's not treating you well. And you're young enough not to really understand that it's once you put an end to these things, life gets a lot smoother. But right now, you don't know what to do because it's hurting your feelings because you're like, okay, well, he likes me, and then he doesn't like you. But what he's doing is he's either, one, an idiot and bored and doesn't know what he's doing, right? Or two, he knows what he's doing, and he's just messing with you because he can. And either way, it's not going to go anywhere, and it's not going to be good for you. All it's going to do is give you turmoil. And I bet once you'd be like, okay, and don't give him the attention. Next time he texts you, don't even text him back. Leave him on red. I don't know if you have the receipts on, but put him back on. Watch how he changes up, especially as a 15-year-old kid. How old is he?
15.
Yeah. Dude, ignore him for a week. Watch him try and crawl into your life. Because you're giving him attention. And once you stop giving him attention, he's going to be so confused and so angry. He's going to do anything to get back in that heart-shaped box. Drop him. Just for a little bit. See how much power you actually hold. You have so much power in the situation you don't know of.
That doesn't sound like him.
Okay, then he's out of your life. You're not trying to win this situation. You're not trying to win him because he's being a dick and he has all the cards right now. Even if he decides to settle down with you, these are not good signs for a relationship for somebody, right? Because then
Yeah.
you start. He says, "Sure, I'll date you," and then he still keeps treating you like this. That's going to be even worse because then you have a commitment to an asshole.
But like, he's my best friend's cousin, and like I asked her about it, and she said that it's just because he doesn't have like that much relationship experience, and he's really nervous.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, open with that, Onion. That's some important information for me to know. But have you talked to him about it?
No, I was going to today because we're gonna hang out today. Then he sent me a snap and was like, "It's kind of cloudy. I don't feel like it."
Okay, so he's being a puss, is what he's doing. Uh, so what's going on right now is something that happens a lot, and I get a lot of calls about it. But it's to him, so like he has it in the bag. You're into him. He's into you, right? But he's terrified of making this real, doing it in real life. How many times have you hung out in real life?
We hung out like a lot before when school was on. We hang out like every Friday because it's a thing here. Everybody goes out on Fridays, and we
Right.
usually like hang out together. But in summer vacation, that's not a thing. So we haven't been able to hang out like at all this whole summer.
Right. So he's being kind of a wuss because it's scary, it's anxiety provoking, and like you said, he's just nervous. But just talk it out with him and be like, listen, like it's fine. You don't have to call him nervous. I'm sure that's gonna make him even more nervous. Like don't point that out, but just say like, listen, like I really like you, and things aren't working out, but I'm sure we're gonna have fun. Like let's just be cool about this. Like don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine. I just really want to hang out with you. So whenever you can. And then a little bit of a guilt trip for him, but also letting him know that it's going to be fine. And then you could try and go from there. But if he's, you're young. You're dealing with young people. Young people are stupid. Not to make fun of 15-year-olds, but you don't know a lot yet. So you're going to have to deal with people who are a little bit emotionally underdeveloped. And right now this guy's a little emotionally underdeveloped. So just hold his hand through the process. He's scared. He's terrified.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
When was the last time I talked to you?
Wednesday, 2 weeks ago, I think.
Why do
I talked about an awful friend that ditched
right.
me.
Yes.
And stuff.
And I told you to screw it. I keep telling you to cut people out of your life. I'm gonna make you have no friends by the end of the summer. But I don't know why I have such a strong fan base in your area of Europe. I have a lot of Norwegian fans and Dutch fans. It's that weird fan base. I hope I go out there at one point and I'm just surrounded by you people. I saw a bunch of cool old Dutch clothing where you wear big pants. I know you're not Dutch, but Norwegians and the Scandinavians and the Dutch, I really like them. So, can't wait to see you people. Have a good one.
Yeah, same to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, I'm lucid. Oh, okay. We'll get a call from Penta. Hey, you insane fuck.
Hello, Father. Hey.
Hey, did you give more when I was on that call? I think you did. You gave
I gifted 3 more. Yeah.
All right. God, why? Why did you? That's just fucking insane. Thank you. First of all, thank you for gifting that.
Yeah,
much.
of course. No worries.
Where are you from?
So I'm half Ukrainian, half Danish.
What
but
the
I've
fuck?
lived a
Why
lot of
did
my life in
the Dutch man?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But I've lived a lot of my life here in Denmark, and then I've moved around a lot, which means that I've gotten various experience here and there, and seen a lot of the world.
Good. Have you ever been to America?
Yes, I have.
Nice.
It's terrible.
Well, I always try. I just want to go on a quick rant. I got into a fight with someone on the internet on a burner account because they're making fun of Americans.
Oh, God.
Because sometimes it gets late and sometimes they get angry.
No, I mean I've always been like America's a nice and decent country.
No,
but just the systems that are there
yes.
are very incoherent compared to a lot of other
The systems were set up for 13 fucking states, and then we got 50 of them, and it's like one of the biggest countries.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not set up well.
Exactly.
But I got to a fight with the European because I don't know a lot of like small European countries, and they're like, "Oh, you stupid Americans, you don't know much about Europe." And I was like, first of all, let's talk about Africa. Like, you just know where you live, you dipshit. Like, don't don't put that down my throat. Two, if I pointed to,
No,
I said,
I know.
point to
Uh,
Connecticut on a fucking map. I have to learn 50 states. I'm sorry I don't know every European country. It's pretty much states over there anyways because you're all in the Union.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
that's my biggest
I mean,
beef. But go ahead. It's
yeah, no.
your stage. What can we talk about?
Yeah. um, well, so, long story, actually. So I've been with this, I've been friends with this girl since I was about 4. We've been childhood friends. And we grew up together, and then she moved to the US to study abroad. And I was like, you know what? That's fine, right? So I got to visit her a lot of the times, but every time she get interested in some guys, it's just I'm like it gets annoying because every time she is quote unquote interested in a guy, she would cut me out. Or like they would tell her to cut me off.
Right, yeah.
Because I was quote unquote a bad influence. Because I told them all their red flags. Because, you know, I'm a guy, so I know what other guys are like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know what some guys can be dicks about.
Yeah. Also, you're the guy
Yeah.
best friend. Like, you're always gonna be
Yeah,
a threat.
exactly.
Like a lot of guys
Oh,
get
yeah,
really nervous about
100%.
that. Do you have any feelings for this girl?
I used to. I think I still kind of do, but I've toned them a lot out because we're not going to make it work since we're so far apart.
Right.
Plus, we're both going to be in the military soon, so that means we'll have even less time.
Right. Okay.
So
So you're being smart about
we-
it.
Exactly. We kind of both drowned out the feelings.
Okay. And I'm glad it's still working out because that usually is turmoil. So I'm glad you were both able to figure that shit out. But you know, that's one thing that I had a lot of female friends in college. Not to say like I wasn't a slut, but I had a lot of gal pals.
Father the player.
No, I wasn't banging them. They were just friends. But like there was
Mhm.
one that I was really close to, and she got a boyfriend, and I
Yeah, of course.
never fucking heard from her again, and it was devastating. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
because it's just like, what was I then? Like, was it like if I was just your girl pal, I would still be in your life, and like when you cut someone out like that, it's I'm sure you didn't talk about it. It's just one of the things that like it's an issue that they're just resolving by they have to burn somebody, so they burn you. It's very unfair.
yeah,
but
no, 100%.
It's-
Like it's crazy. Also, we used to date. Me and her used to we used to be together before she moved. But when she actually moved, it was more like both our families were friends from a long time before we were born. So that's when we started to get to know each other. And a lot of the stuff that was like connection based was just there. We had chemistry almost instantly, and it just went from there on out.
Right. And well, so where are we now? First of all, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Why do you have $70 worth of sub money when you're 18 years old?
You
You don't have to get it. You don't have to get into it. That's just
no.
rhetorical.
I actually, it's kind of a funny story. So I make about 270 grand every year. I have done for the past 5 years.
It's legal, right? You're not a criminal.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm no, it's legal money. It's I invest in stocks and a lot. My dad got me into it. And I basically have done a lot of quote unquote work and stuff, and I have a lot of contacts and everything. So
Well, first of all, just want to let you know that like I'm mad, like I'm angry about that you're 18 and making a lot of money and you live in Europe.
yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is your biggest issue is this fucking girl. But I have to dress up like a priest on the internet to get way less
Yeah.
money than that. Jesus fucking Christ.
Listen, I
Listen.
mean,
So,
yeah.
hey, we can
Yeah.
talk about like resolving this issue, but I want to let you know, like obviously this is weighing on you, but life. I
Yeah.
always say this to 18-year-olds. Your life's about to really open up, and also, you're really kind of set to find someone who's gonna be great for you, and it's gonna happen soon, my guy, because you're exploding into
I
the
mean-
real world.
Yeah. Also, I've had an issue of before with girls, which is like I don't know how, but girls tell me I am too tall. I've legitimately
Shut up.
gotten that comment.
I don't
to
care.
my
I don't
face
care.
before.
I don't fucking care. Don't fucking say that. I don't. How tall are you? In American.
I'm 7'1".
What? Do you have a tall?
I'm 7'1".
Okay. Do you have a tall family, or is this just like you're a miracle?
My dad's 6'7". My mom's 6'5".
Yo, they making them different out in Deutschland. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, it's
Okay, listen. I can understand how that's a hindrance because if a girl's like 5'2", she's got to jump to get a kiss from you.
So it's a funny story. My ex before the friend I have was 4'11".
Bro, that's almost like two different species. Like that's almost illegal in my mind. That's insane.
Yeah, and the worst thing is she was 2 years older than me. So
Well, hey, it's better than being 2 years younger, but whatever the fuck. I mean,
yeah,
god damn. So
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
listen, you
100%.
have what my father would call a lot of non-problems. Like
yeah.
these issues are issues to a very small portion of the population. Like if
Yeah.
like you have, first of all, you can date any height. Like any girl who's 5'11" and up, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I just like that just doesn't work. I'm 5'7". Yet you're caught up on one girl because that's an old family experience. You know what I mean? Like this girl's been in your life for
It's-
such a long time. It's gonna hurt for a
Yeah.
very long time.
I
But
mean, yeah, of course.
you're about to join the military, right?
Mhm,
You're gonna meet
yeah.
a whole bunch of new people. Two, you're about to after the military. You're sitting on a golden goose egg. You're not gonna be spending a lot of money in the military. You're just gonna, you're gonna be stockpiling. You're gonna have a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Like, you gotta have some foresight. Like, it's gonna have to hurt now, but your life is gonna be great very soon. Like
Yeah.
this girl will float back into your life. She's gonna at one point. We
Yeah.
both know that. But right now, bro, focus on yourself because there's a lot to focus on. I mean, look in the mirror, just realize who
I
you
have.
are.
I have. So yeah, I've actually been working out a lot lately. I've done MMA for 12 years. So,
Dude, you could twist
and
anyone in the northern hemisphere into a pretzel. Like, what the fuck are you worried about? You have no competition at this point. Just be.
Yeah, I do actually, because the worst thing is girls here are always like are actually many of them find my height unattractive.
Then,
Just my height,
Listen.
not my looks or anything.
do you know who
My
Andrew
height.
Tate is?
Yes, I do.
I hate him. But you.
Yeah, the same.
Because he is talking
Um,
to a 1% of the population. And he's
Oh
talking.
yeah, 100%.
He's talking to you, bud. You have the power for like you seem like a sweet guy, and I understand why you wouldn't want to do this, but you could for like the next 3 years go to America, go to a major city, and tear it the fuck up. Like you will have a power, or even go to like the UK or wherever the fuck if you got to get out of there. But you have the money to
Yeah.
travel. You have the
Yeah, of
height to
course.
pull. You have the ability to talk. Your voice sounds like you could read audiobooks. Like, bro,
I've actually done that. I
just enough.
I
Enough.
used-
I'm so sick of you telling you do MMA. Like, I don't ever want.
I used to do commissions for what's it called?
Voice
For
acting?
kindergartens.
Oh,
Yeah, I used to do commissions for kindergartens to read books for audiobooks. So because it was like a lot of learning experiences. So I've had a lot of experience working with children.
dude,
actually.
are you reading the chat at all?
No, I'm not.
Everyone's just like, dude, shut the fuck up. And I'm not saying that your sadness, like, be sad. It's okay. But I hope at the end of this call you understand that you obviously
Yeah.
have a lot more than you're leading on. Like, run with the shit you have, bro. Also, I'm not saying don't give
Yeah.
me 70 subs, but invest the money a little bit wiser. Like, I really appreciate it, but like, obviously you know what investments are. Maybe I should take that as a compliment.
So, Father, just to let you know, I've given 1,297 subs in the past 2 weeks
To
to
who?
different streamers.
Oh my.
To smaller streamers, not the big ones. Not like
Not like
I don't wanna like support streamers who are just. A lot of the bigger streamers have gotten very unsupportive of their subscribers.
they're
Like
jaded.
it's just like, yeah, exactly. And a lot of people don't understand how much smaller streamers work for their income. Like people who do streaming for a living and don't have a job on the side are struggling a lot harder than the big ass streamers who can just live their life making $2 million on OnlyFans. Amaranth,
Hey,
like it's
I could make a lot of money on OnlyFans too. I'm holding out. All right.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
But I'm just listen. I appreciate that. Smaller streamers do need more attention. Plus, I'm putting. I mean, I dress up like a fucking priest. Like, how much more do I got to do? I do appreciate that. Got it. I hate to cut you off because you're a great guy and we are going a little bit over time. But
I
just
get it.
leave this call with the confidence that you should have. All right, you're killing it.
Yeah,
Guy.
of course.
You're making people
No,
mad
no.
because you have enough going for you. We're all sitting here
Yeah.
sad, and I want you to I want you to explode onto this scene. Understand what you're worth. Even if you're too tall and the girls look at you funny, like be like, okay, that girl's out, but there's 10 other girls in line. Like, you got it, bro.
No.
All right?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Go.
I mean, and to you too, Father. I mean, go Short Kings. To be completely fair, I mean,
Hey.
you guys are.
We're the you know we're the people, the little people holding up the world. Like, we're the ones that make the world go round.
Exactly.
And I got a girl right now, and for as long as possible. So I've made it. But to the Short Kings out there who still
Yeah.
are looking, it's possible. Just be funny, or be a priest, or be making 270K or however the fuck every year. All right? Bless your heart, Penta. Thanks for the
Thank you.
call.
Yeah. Thank you, and you too, Father.
Have a good one. God, what a piece of shit, huh? What a good kid. A mother tug? I'm sure she would hate to be called that. She's got her own thing going on. Alright, next up. This guy's been here for a while. Boomer Zoomer.
Tucker,
Yes?
how are you doing today?
No one has ever called me my legal name on this show. That do I know you in real life? That threw me through a fucking loop.
No, I live in like fucking Idaho. You definitely don't know me.
Alright, well, what can I do for you, bud?
Okay, so first of all, I just subscribed to the Patreon like a couple weeks ago, so
Oh.
time to plug that.
Oh, yes, everyone. First of all, thank you for the option. It's so funny when you guys give me a chance to plug the Patreon. Join the Patreon, link in Linktree in the bios. We do a lot of private streams. I've missed the last week of private streams just because I've been deathly ill. I'm barely making it through this one. But we do private streams. We do shout-outs, which I'm doing soon. I think you get merch discounts. You can do one-on-one conversations with me if you have real issues, because a lot of guys DM me, and I don't have the time to answer you all, but I'll answer the Patreon people. But yes, thank you for being a Patreon. What can I do for you now?
Okay, so I'm currently in my hometown. I go to college up here, and there's a girl at the gym who I've been texting, and I asked her out a couple days before I had to leave, and she did say yes to when that we'd go out when I come back. However, she anytime I text her, she just doesn't answer, and she posted on her not her Instagram, but her gym Instagram that she's like been going through it like mentally.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's like, but she's posting on like her like Snapchat and whatnot. So I'm not sure if it's me or if it's just she's actually taking a break, because she is still on social media. Like anytime I post about my story, she has viewed it at least. So
All right. Well, this is one of those things that we can communicate through it. First of all, not the greatest of situations to, set up a plan. You mean in terms of like you left for the summer break of college and then you're going back?
so I was summer, but I needed to move to my hometown for a few weeks just so I could move into a new place once I get back there.
Okay.
And I did tell her that I would be gone. I said, hey, I won't be here till like the 16th, so we should do something once I get back.
Okay. Well, right now you're not really in her reality. Like, you're just a guy on the phone, and she's probably going through some shit. But definitely hit her up, and I know she's not answering you, but that either means she's done with you or she is going through some shit. So you don't have a lot to lose here if you just bring it up and be like, hey, listen, I saw your stories, and I just want to let you know, like, if you're going through some stuff, that's fine. I just want to make sure, like what's going on here. I don't want to make you uncomfortable if I keep trying, shit like that. Just have the conversation. One, it shows you're emotionally mature, and two, it shows that, you're interested in her mental well-being. So just be like, hey, listen, are you okay? Just want to check in, like, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Give her the option to
I
explain herself.
Right. I did that a couple weeks ago when I was still up there, and she was like, "Yeah, it's not you. Don't worry about it." Because I was like, I do have the tendency to just over text because I don't care. My phone's dry, and so I just get bored.
Right.
But I told her, "Hey, if you're like, let me know if you want to talk about anything." She was like, "Yeah, I really appreciate that. Whatever." And so when I came back down here, I texted her once, and then she just hasn't replied to me since. I texted her over the weekend a couple times, and I haven't tried texting her since Sunday. So
Okay. Well, listen, you're going back in a couple weeks, right?
right.
Just let it simmer out for a little bit. I would just give her to her
So
space, and then once you go back, you can
yeah.
restart it. Because then you're in person. Then you have an opportunity to get things moving. But right now, you're kind of just spinning your wheels, and there's not like whether she's into you or not. Like I'm not gonna tell you because I don't know. Because girls can be mysterious, and they can't really. Sometimes they don't tell you how they actually feel. But there's
Right.
no point of really working this and then getting back to it because text is not working out. So wait till you're in person, and then you'll figure out. Because then time's up. Like you could say, all right, let's hang out now, and then you'll really see what's going on. But right now, just
Okay.
send her a text, once in every while, but have some self control and just kind of let things simmer down first.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I've been trying to do that, but like being in my hometown, like all my friends are either up there, and one of
Yeah.
my friends is currently in Chicago for the Navy, and so just being here has been like there's nothing to do, and all I'm doing is being on my phone or being on my computer or whatever. So
Yeah, I get
but
that. It's just yeah, I've been there too, where you're just like, well, she's the only thing I can really talk to. But
yeah.
in the larger sense, like it's just a couple weeks. You'll find the self control if you really want to make this work.
Mhm. Got it.
All right, all right. I believe in you, son. Bless your heart.
I appreciate you, Father.
No problem, Boomer Zoomer. Have a good one.
Hey, bye.
Bye. Penta sent me another sub, and then he sent me 3 more subs, and then It Stank sent a gifted sub to someone specifically. I don't know if you can do that. SCFC Converged. Enjoy that free sub. And then a lot of follows because you guys are awesome. I should make this a follower-only chat, first of all. I should do that. Let's see. Up next, we have Guts. Hi, Guts.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Well, first of all, my second stream, very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Um, uh, so my one thing is I'm going to a new school next year. I'm going to be a junior, like I'm going into junior year, and I don't know anyone at this new school. It's the same city. I just haven't, like, I don't know anyone. I'm like extremely nervous. I don't know what to do. Like, I just want a game plan maybe, you know?
Yep, this is the scariest thing a human can do is move schools. Doesn't matter what age. Like, you're jumping into friend groups that have been developed for 2 years already. But
Yeah.
one thing you got to realize is there's a lot of friend groups and a lot of people out there who see the new kid and they'll give you an out. They'll give you an avenue. Like it's not like fucking movies. Like I remember being in high school and having kids come to the school and like they're like, oh, it's the new kid. Let's give him a shot. You know what I mean? Like so
Yeah.
don't be too worried that people are gonna be dicks. People are gonna be dicks to you because kids are kids. But you're gonna have a chance. The second thing I want to let you know is this is the perfect time. I don't want to say to reinvent yourself, but you can just be your fucking self. Because no, there's no old you. There's no thoughts of you that people are like, oh, he's different now. Like you can just be yourself, and then you can attract people that you actually enjoy. Because I know the first 2 years of high school, everyone's just trying to conform so goddamn hard that they can just find a friend group. But now you can really just full out be yourself. And it's going to be, you're not going to attract people right away. Like, people might think you're weird or whatever the fuck. But you're going to be able to develop lifelong friends by doing this. This is an opportunity. It's not a hindrance. Like, this is the best time to go full you and just attract the people you really enjoy around you.
Okay, that was, geez, that was inspirational. Holy shit.
Well, no, because I'm not trying to sound corny like a PBS Kids show, but it's really one of those things where, like, people get stuck in friend groups that they fucking hate. I used to get
Yeah.
calls all the time. They're like, yeah, I have like a really big friend group, but like, like they don't really listen to me or they don't really laugh at my jokes. It's like, cause you pretend to be someone you fucking weren't, and that's how you got in the friend group. Once you be yourself, it's not going to attract everyone, but you're going to find like a tight-knit motherfucking friend group at this new school if you really go into it being your absolute true self.
Fuck yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Also, one more thing. I listen to your podcast all the time. Like anytime I'm bored, anytime I go out, I always listen to your podcast and dude, that shit just always gets a laugh out of me. Like during tests, like just everything, man. It's great. It really saves me.
I didn't. First of all, I really appreciate that, but I didn't realize. Like, I did the podcast for a little bit, and I didn't think anyone was listening, and then I stopped doing it because I was just, it's hard in the sense of just like chopping it up. But
It's literally the only podcast I listen to.
I know
It's
people
fucking hilarious.
People fucking love it. So we're back on it now. If you guys want to listen to the show, it's just the show, but no visual. It's just me. It's this talking. So if you miss a stream, you just want to listen to it. It's up on Spotify, the Down Bad Hotline. But thanks for being a fan of the show, man. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. See ya. Yeah, if you guys fucking... I have the best fan group of all time. You guys are fucking fantastic. No one's ever mean to me. There's never like a roast session. If you go on like Joe Rogan's Reddit or like any big comedian's Reddit, I'm not saying I'm a big comedian, but they're just talking shit about the dude. Like, I'm luckily you guys like me enough that you just kind of fucking hang out and just are nice to me. Thanks, everybody. Oh, God, I can't tell who's been in here longer. I'm sorry. I'm kind of picking randomly. Guacamole.
Oh, hi. Hold up. I need to mute the tab. Sorry. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I'm so nervous.
Where are you from?
I'm like where I'm living right now, or like.
Yeah, you have a little bit of an accent, so I was just wondering.
Oh, a lot of people think I'm British, but I know like 2 British people. No, I live in New York, but not like a good part of New York, so.
Okay. Oh, are you talking the city or the upstate?
Yeah, the city.
Okay. Well, whatever the fuck. What can I do for you, bud?
Okay, so. I'm having like some trouble with the scale that I'm not that old in case you couldn't tell, but so this is all kind of new. But so today so there's the scale, right, and I've known her since maybe 2nd, 3rd grade, something like that. And I think I started developing a crush maybe 3-4 months ago, something like that. But she's like, I don't know, I guess today we were supposed to hang out, right? We were supposed to go out for ices. There's an ice place like right next to my house.
Right.
Well, not right next to it, it's like a 15-minute walk, but
whatever.
I don't know, it feels like she keeps standing me up, and I don't know how to like make the thoughts go away, because she's like a really nice person. I don't think she would do that to me, but I can't help but think that,
Right. What do you mean standing you up? Like you're going to places and she's just not showing up, or she's saying she has something else to do?
She has something else to do most of the time, which she's one of the more popular people in our school. Well, our previous school. So I get it, but it's like all the time, I feel like,
Well, yeah, this is when we have the conversation, the uncomfortable conversation with somebody. You got to bring it up to her. You got to be like, "Hey, listen, I'm fine. Like, we don't have to do this. And if you're just being nice, that's fine. And if you have actually things to do, that's fine. But like, I just want to show some emotional maturity and be like, listen, like I have feelings to make and stuff to do. And if you're not actually interested, I don't want to. We can just be friends. I don't want to dump my time into something that's not going to work out. So just talk it out with her. She'll appreciate it. If you give someone an out, if they're feeling uncomfortable and you give them an easy opportunity to discuss their feelings, they'll always do it. So just give her the opportunity. Stop hurting yourself and letting her hurt you if she doesn't know what she's doing, or if she does know what she's doing, and you can put a stop to it.
Okay. I think I get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
It's just like, is there any way I can fix it? Like, so, is there like a way that I can make her want to, or is it just like something that I can't control?
It's complete, like, that's the worst part about dating. How old are you?
I am 14.
14, yeah, okay. So you're throwing your heart against the wall and seeing what sticks. And your heart gets dirty after a while, and you gotta clean it off every once in a while. But you gotta, there's no potion, there's no magic thing that makes someone likes you. But what you gotta understand at your age is, and it's really important to understand, because it seems like there's only a certain amount of people in your life, because you're just a kid, and you're at the school you're at, whatever. And it feels like if like all of them aren't romantically interested in you, which is what my experience was, it just feels like you're not romantically interesting. But that's not the case. It's just that every girl is selective. Like, that's what they have to be. And you could have everything right, but your nose is a little crooked. Or you pronounce the word syrup, or syrup, or whatever the fuck, and she doesn't like that. Like, there's little things that a girl will just take you off the list for. It's finding the
Ah.
puzzle piece. You're not trying to fit your way through a door. You're literally just finding a puzzle piece. And if you don't fit her puzzle piece, don't take that to heart. Doesn't mean you're not worth it. It just means you're not worth it for her. And that's going to happen time and time again. That's why everyone says dating sucks so much. But once you find the person, it's not so bad.
I understand. She rescheduled it to Saturday, so I'll let you know how it goes next week.
Okay.
If I'm able to join. Also, so yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you.
No problem. Just make sure you have the conversation with her if she dips on you again. Just really break it down for her. All right?
Yep, will do.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem, Guac. All right. Next up, the ick. What are you talking about, the ick? Who? Who's the ick? That kid was nice. You don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. Exactly, Chandler. God, I don't know who's next. This guy had to take a piss. Is he back? The antagonist, you back?
Yeah. One second. Hold up. So thank you so much for having me, by the way. This is my first stream ever.
No problem.
But my question is, sorry, I'm like really nervous. But basically, I met this girl when I went to Reno in Arizona. She was like part of my sister's softball team, whatever. But basically, I met her. We kind of talked for a while. We spent a lot of time together. We went to like a water park, and we both ended up like kind of hitting it off, I guess.
Right.
And she ended up getting my number, and I ended up talking to her once I got back to my house. Once I got back to like where I live.
How far away do you live?
And Oregon.
Okay, so
like a state away. She also lives there, by the way.
Oregon touches Nevada?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
But,
okay, regardless. Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, I kind of talked to her for a while. We were kind of hitting it off. We had a good conversation for like a week or two, maybe. But then I kind of entered like a bad state, like mentally.
Right.
And just didn't have the energy to like text her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So after I like stopped texting her like as much, she kind of like, sorry, I need to like catch my breath. But I kind of stopped talking to her for a while, and I kind of felt like it sounded like I was just being like a dick.
Yeah.
Like that I was just ghosting her for no reason, and I think that's what she thought. And we kind of stopped talking, and eventually she came to my house to talk to my sister, since they're really good friends. And she was kind of being like kind of distant from me, and like kind of like distancing herself away. And I just kept trying to get closer to her and stuff, and try to explain why I just haven't been texting her. And I've just been working on myself a lot more, and I just don't know how to approach it without sounding like a dick.
You just have to be completely honest. And if that's the true and honest case, like you could text her like you did before, and so you already messed up, right?
Yeah.
You didn't communicate your feeling, which is fine. You're young. I didn't expect that out of you, but it hurt her, and now she's on the defense. Now she's protecting herself, and she kind of thinks you're a dick. So what you go into with this is you explain yourself and expect nothing out of it. Maybe she'll turn around and say she wants to talk to you again. Maybe she'll say no, but we're in damage control time now. So you message her and you say exactly what you just told me. Listen, I was in a bad mental state. It wasn't another person. It wasn't like I wasn't interested in you anymore. I just had to deal with myself, and I didn't have the emotional maturity to explain that to you while it was happening. And I really apologize for that, and I hope I didn't hurt you. But that's where we are now, and I would love to continue talking to you. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I understand why you wouldn't, but I just want to let you know I feel really bad about what happened, and I just want you to feel better about it. That's
also I kind of left something out, but I don't know if I'm 13, but I don't know if I'm able to have enough energy to pursue a relationship with just anyone currently. I don't know if I would just be able to do that in general. She's like a nice person, but it's just she's not. I don't know if she's someone I would be willing to pursue a relationship with in like where I am right now.
Okay. Well then, in that case, you can have the same conversation, but you just, you make it known that you don't want to continue talking. But at the very end of the day, you do owe like an apology or an explanation, some closure. So you can say what I just said, but just be like, listen, don't bring up the fact that you want to continue talking. Just be like, I'm just kind of going through it right now, and I feel really bad. It's just like mentally I'm not in a space, and I kind of got scared, and whatever the fuck you have to say. But just break it down for her.
Got it. And one last thing. Your mustache looks like
I
two
know. Okay,
wolves howling at your nose.
Well, that's a fun difference. That's a different one. But if you look at it, they're definitely more rodent like.
Yeah.
You can try and put a fun spin on it, but it's they're capybaras. But I appreciate your attempt, and you have a good one. All right,
All
antagonist.
right, thank you. Thank you, Father. Goodbye.
Bye. Leave my fucking mustache alone. A big hit for me is bad art. Like talking to someone and I like them, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm in a band and I want to hear it," and it's god awful, and I was like, "Oof, bye." That's tough. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Oh, the ick. That's why you brought it up, because like the little things that girls don't like. Yes. Okay. That's brutal though. I mean, how do you think I am? Trying to explain to my girlfriend back when we first met, like, yeah, so I'm an internet priest who gives dating advice to children. Are you in? Are we cool with that? It's not creepy, I promise. And it still kind of is. The priest, it happened differently. Like it was supposed to be you confess your sins to a priest, and now it's I give dating advice as a priest, and then suddenly my fan base became more young oriented. All right, there's no correlation here. Anyways, what is your name? I don't think I could say that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say your name. But what's up, bud? What up?
Hello?
Do you like Slipknot?
Yes, very much.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Are they still making music?
Yeah, I went to their concert, in April for my birthday.
Wow, that's dope. All right, what can I do for you?
Okay, so when I was about, 10, 11, I moved to a different town because my mother had passed away and we had nowhere to live because my dad wasn't the richest at the time.
Right.
And I moved to this new school with just random people I didn't know, and I was nervous and I was a child and I was just really traumatized by what had happened.
Yeah.
And so a couple weeks in, I made some friends, and everything was going good, and I would switch friend groups very often, and I don't know why that would happen, but whatever. And everything was fine till 7th grade. Now I'm going into 9th grade, so this is kind of recent.
Mm-hmm.
So, God, 7th grade, I had an emo phase, and I was just going through some really deep shit, and it wasn't fun.
Right.
And I was making friends, and then I would end up losing them, and then I would just be so lonely because I had no one. And then 7th grade ended, and I went into 8th grade. I made friends with some 7th graders that are friends with one of my best friends. My only best friend, honestly. And so, yeah, I made friends with them until one day I realized they're shitty friends because we did a lot of illegal stuff together.
Right. Don't go into it, but yeah.
Yeah. But, it's so hard to explain, but they were just shitty people to me.
Right.
When I'm really fucking weird.
Okay.
And when I get comfortable with people, I just get really, really comfortable sometimes. And, they would talk shit about me all the time.
Yeah.
And I never knew that, and I was just I knew, but I just acted clueless because I have nobody else.
Yeah, you'd rather just have friends than
have nothing, because I'm very, very dependent on people.
Right.
And it's, and I just have, a lot of, I'm just not mentally okay ever, so.
Right. So you're going into freshman year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of pump your tires a little bit if that's okay.
Okay.
So one, you have an emotional maturity way beyond your years to understand that sometimes you overshare or that you're over dependent on people. Have you been to therapy?
Yeah, but it never works.
Well,
Or
it's fine if it doesn't work. I'm just saying, like, you have a base knowledge of emotional language and maturity that you're a step above the rest. You've been through a lot, and it's definitely going to have an effect on you. But you already are aware of what's going on in your head, and like you're still a kid, and you still have to work some shit out. But I want you to know you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the ball game. You know what's going on. And you have at least a little bit of a head on your shoulders. The second thing is, I want you to know that I'm a little bit excited that you went through an emo phase in 7th grade, because kids don't do that anymore. Back in my day, you know what scene is? Do you remember the scene kids? Have you ever heard of that?
yeah.
We all were dyeing our hair. We had streaks. We were listening to Blood on the Dance Floor and Death Cab for a Cutie and just being fucking weirdos because we had no friends and we felt like the world was against us, and we're all just trying new shit because that's what you're doing at that age. You're trying anything to have an identity because it's so important to fit in, and it feels like everyone's just mocking you, and you're like, I'll do anything to have an identity, and sometimes shit doesn't stick, but understand it's an extremely shared experience. No one knows what the hell they're doing at your age, and it feels like you see those popular kids, but this is one of the biggest things I had to learn. Like, there's the popular kids at your school, right?
Yeah.
They're popular because they all stand in a group and point to each other and say, you're popular, right? Because I'm popular. They're not popular. Everyone fucking hates them. Everyone hates them. But it's this weird thing where you want to like them, or you want to be liked by them, so everyone's nice to them. And then they're mean to you, and then you're like, okay, it's fine. No, everyone hates the popular kids. They're not popular. They just tell themselves they're popular, and they tell you that they're popular. That's why they're popular. That's it. They're just normies. They're fucking dorks. They're just cookie-cutter people, and they're going to get jobs in insurance, and they're going to pop out 3 crappy kids, and they're going to have a white picket fence, and they're going to live in the same hometown they do for the rest of their lives. You have experience. You listen to Slipknot, and you're fucking, how old, 13?
14.
Yes, you're an insane person, and the world needs insane people. That's what I was. I was listening to Daft Punk before, not to say before it was cool, but I was made fun of. I liked Daft Punk. I liked Van Halen. I liked Aerosmith. Mostly because it's what my parents were listening to. Or what's that one band? No Doubt, Gwen Stefani. I fucking loved them. And I would get made fun of. But whatever. I was my own person. You're your own person. And even though these things seem small, you're about to go to high school. You're about to reinvent yourself. You'll probably, I'm not promising it, but you'll probably find people just like you that you can hang out with for at least a couple years. And you'll become dependent on them. And maybe that friend group will fizzle. And then you'll find a new one. Like, these things keep developing over time. I know the way you told it, you acted like you're the only person who's going through this shit, and it feels like that, but I want you to know that, like, your experience is everyone's experience in high school, except for those popular kids, and we don't talk to them because they suck. If you talk to someone at my age and you say, how was high school, how was middle school, and they're like, it was great, you're like, okay, then you're a bad person. Like, you didn't go through anything. You're a cookie cutter, you're a saltine. People like us are gonna make it. I want you to know you're gonna make it.
Okay. Oh god. Also, I want to tell you, I'm also from Norway.
God, what is going on? Well, isn't Norwegian death metal like super hardcore?
Well, I was like really, really young when I moved to Canada where I live now.
Okay.
So I wasn't aware of what the fuck was going on.
Still though, holy shit, why do people from Norway and the Scandinavian countries really like me? I don't get that.
It's the mustache. That's what I think.
Perhaps. I mean, my last name is Lindgren. Maybe that's, Lindgren, Savengard, Higaparken. It's definitely, I think it's Swedish. But regardless, fucking, I guess I have that appeal on people. But hey, are you leaving this call with a little bit better of an attitude? Are you happy?
Sure, yeah.
To a degree. Please take it to heart. Next time you feel down about yourself, realize that you're fucking worth more than these assholes. All right?
Okay.
All right. Go tear it up. Go listen to some Slipknot.
Okay, I'll rock hard.
Rock hard. Have a good one.
Bye.
That took so much out of me. My nose is running. I'm all COVIDed out. Who's been in here? Alley Cat's been in here for a while. Hi, Allie. Hello?
Hi, hold on. Let me pause the stream first.
You're good.
Okay, so my life has gone to hell in the past year.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Relationship wise.
Oh, okay.
that first. I'm shaking so bad. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm going into ninth grade, so I'm going to be a freshman. So last summer, last school year and last summer, I dated the same dude for a year.
Right.
And then, like the summer between 7th and 8th grade, I broke up with him. And then all of 8th grade, so through 8th grade, I dated like 4 people. They were all douchebags. But the entire time, I still had feelings for the guy that I dated for a year.
Right. Is that it?
No, I don't know what to do because I have dated multiple people. I am terrified of myself.
Right.
Because, like, I broke up with this dude. He didn't even break up with me. It was my fault that it even happened.
Uh-huh.
And I feel so fucking guilty because, like, I did it, like, over phone call. I didn't even do it in person, so I felt like a dick for that. And then...
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Okay. All right. Continue.
So, I broke up with him a year ago, and I still like him.
Why did you break up with him?
Because I'm scared of commitment.
Okay, that's fine. You're 15. You should be scared of commitment.
So, like, I already dated this dude for a year. I'm just like, I'm scared. I'm gonna break up with you now. And I still feel like a dick about it. And I'm still friends with him. So I see him, like, every single day. I saw him, like, 2 weeks ago.
Did you ever talk about it?
No!
Okay. Fucking do that. That's going to be so much emotional turmoil off your shoulders if you just talk about it.
But I'm terrified to talk to him.
Yeah.
Because after I broke up with him, he started picking on me a lot. Like more than just, like, faggot, because I'm bi.
Right.
More than just, like, little stuff. He's bi, too. It's fine. It wasn't, like, in a negative connotation.
Right, okay.
Because that sounded really bad out of
context, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, it was, like, slightly more than that. And then it was, like, really hard for me. So I ended up, like, not screaming, but I ended up, like, talking to him one day, and I just, like, started, like, bawling my eyes out, and I think he was, like, kind of upset with himself. And then we just became friends again. He stopped picking on me.
Okay, regardless, this is more about you than it is about him.
But I still feel like a dick for what I did.
Yes, that's why we talk it out.
But I'm scared to talk to him.
Well, life is scary. I know you're 15, and I'm asking a lot of you, but you're going to feel so much better. First, you're going to realize it's not that big of a deal. You're going to realize that once you start having this conversation and you show yourself being vulnerable, I'm sure you're going to look terrified as you have the conversation. And even as a dumb kid at 15 years old, he's going to understand the weight of the situation. He's going to be nice to you. Just talk it out and be like, listen, I feel really bad about what I did. He's going to appreciate that so much because to him, there was this cute girl that was in his life, and then she dumped him, and then he felt like an idiot, egg on his face, then he started picking on you because that's the only way he can handle it because he's a dumb kid. And then you became friends again because obviously he's still a little bit interested, if not just likes you as a person. And now he's confused because she was mean to me before, and now she's being nice to me again. She wants to be friends with me. Like, have the conversation. You're friends. You're already friends. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to start saying, like, hey, listen, I feel bad. I still kind of like you and whatever. And he's going to be like, oh, fuck off. That's not going to happen.
No, he probably would. That's why I'm scared.
He's not going to do that. And he's not going to do that. I will give you, how much money do I have? I'll give you $10 if you call back and tell me he did that. But he's not going to do that.
I've tried to get on here for like 3 separate streams, and this is the first time I've gone on here. But he was my first ever boyfriend, so I feel like I really fucked it up.
First of all, it doesn't matter. My first girlfriend, I don't remember her name. Carly? My first kiss. We did it in a cornfield. It doesn't matter. You're practicing. You're practicing for real relationships. These things don't matter. Don't put so much weight on that.
Okay, I go to school in like 2.5 weeks. So I guess I'll just talk to him then, because his parents are like super strict and he isn't allowed to have a phone at 15.
I mean, good.
So,
that's what I think it should be. Too many fucking creeps on the internet. But regardless.
No, yeah, I learned that one the hard way. That's a whole other story though.
Yeah, let's not crack that one.
I will take that $10, and the next time, well, whenever I see him on the 22nd,
Yes. And
I will attempt to call back.
but don't go into the conversation making it a joke, because I can tell you're gonna do that. Don't go into being like, "Hey, haha, I'm so stupid." Like, have an honest conversation.
Am I that open of a book?
I don't know. I'm good at reading
Dude,
people.
my therapist was just telling me to stop doing that.
Don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't go into it as a joke. Be honest with your fucking feelings, all right?
Okay.
Okay, Allie.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart. All right. Hi, Jude.
Hello.
Hi. Were you in the chat for a long time?
Not before the other people, I don't think.
All right. I'll come back to you. Who was in here
Yeah.
before? Because there's one guy who's been in here the whole time. And
I have no idea.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'll get to you before the end of the stream, but I gotta try and find some of the old people. I'm sorry. I will call you back.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Sand Gladiator, how long you been in here?
About 15 minutes,
All right.
I would say.
Sorry, I'll call you back too. I just gotta find the fucking kid who's been in here for such a long time. Henry Chewbacca, how long you been in here?
Oh my god.
Okay, there we go.
Oh my god.
How long you been waiting?
I've been waiting for since 5 o'clock, my guy.
All right, I'm
no,
sorry.
4:45.
Your name's so long that it wasn't moving down the list. It was always at the top. So, apologies.
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn down the stream. Okay, I'm back. What's up?
What's up, my guy? What can I do for you?
Hey, so I have 3 separate stories that I feel like I want to share it to you. One of them's a problem.
Okay, we'll do the problem one.
You want to go with the problem one first?
Yeah, I mean, we only have so much time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but let's go with the problem first.
Let's go with the problem. So, last New Year's Eve, I went to a party. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like a small get together, around 8 people.
Okay.
It was like a good four boys and 4 girls ratio. So yeah, everything went well. We're 18, so we drank.
Where are you from?
Vermont.
Let's say Canada.
Pretty much. Yeah. We had oh my god, we even had some Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Yeah, we drank, did some stuff we shouldn't have. Not super bad,
Yeah.
It's alright. But yeah, long story short, so my friend pulled up with 3 girls, one of his friends, and I was passed out on the couch. Everything went smooth. I was drunk talking to her. And yeah, she seems like she's interested on me. Well, that's what I thought. And then long story short, we went upstairs and
Yeah.
and then the next day she gave me her number. All right?
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, "Ah, shit. I don't know. Wait, can I swear?"
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I was like, "Oh no, I got to wait a few days before I hit her up."
No.
And so I did. But I got ghosted. And then at around a week ago, she asked me how I'm doing, and I was like, doing all right. But at the top of my head, I was like, I don't really want to be your what do you call that? I don't want to be a rebound.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if I should go out with her. I mean, she's hot. I kind of want to do it again, but relationship wise, I don't know.
You have nothing to lose as long as you keep your expectations and your wants and wishes out in the open. Be like, hey, listen, I'm not looking for a relationship. Because if you go into it and you waste your time and you hook up again and then you say you're not looking for a relationship, you're an asshole. But if you lay it out, maybe that'll make it so you don't hook up again. But if you lay it out, you're not an asshole. It's better to be honest about these things than deal with the shittiness down the road. That's not what my brother would say. My brother would say just get laid at any cost. But in my words, it's a lot better and keeps a lot of drama out of your life if you're just honest about it. That being said, if it doesn't work out, you won already. There's no responsibility here. You both had just a little fling at a party. That happens. It's literally a one-night stand. You got her number. She ghosted you. She hit you back up. You can just talk to her, be casual about it. But if things start getting hot and heavy again, let her know what you're about. And then if she's not into that, she's not into that. But that's the game plan.
All right. Yeah.
You don't owe her.
Sounds awesome.
You don't owe her anything. You both made your decisions, and
yeah.
She gave you your number and then ghosted you. This is just the most casual fucking thing ever. Don't worry about it.
Oh, dude, she was like, "Oh, give me your phone." While we're in the in the room.
Yeah.
I gave it to her. She put in her phone number. But yeah, thank you.
No problem, dog.
But yeah, dude, I have this the rest of the story. I'm gonna make it short as possible.
Okay.
All right. So, wait, am I still in the chat? All right. So, when I was 16, I did my first time in the Shrek Theater at Orlando, Florida. Don't want to brag, but it was a good time.
Wait, you lost your virginity in in the Shrek Theater?
Yes, sir.
The fuck is the
Yes,
Shrek
sir.
Theater?
It's in Universal Studio.
Like the 4D experience theater?
Uh-huh. And nobody believed me.
Doesn't that thing only run for like 4 minutes?
Something like that. But it was my first time.
Yeah,
so
no,
I was like,
hey, I didn't last long my first time either. But
hey, it was a good one pump chump moment because we had to do it quick. It was like the last ride of the day.
did you go into it with this plan, or did you find just a Shrek fan who was hot and horny?
Oh no, we met online, and coincidentally, we also we were in the same flight, so I saw her at the flight.
God, I wish you started with that story. So
yeah, I don't know.
So you met online and you said, "Let's meet up at the Shrek Theater." How did this come to be?
Okay, all right. So, oh, sorry. So we met online. I saw her at the airport. I was like, "Hey, did you dye your hair? You dye your hair purple, right?" She's like, "Yeah." Wait, are you in the airport with me? I'm like, "Yeah." I waved at her. We waved back. She was like at the last row. I was like at the first row because my mom's like she has that crazy rich Asian parents thing. So yeah, we were like, "Oh, dude, I gotta go, but are you going to Universal Studios this weekend?" And she's like, "Hell yeah, I'll be there all week, but I'm only gonna be there for like 1 week, 1 day." So we planned to meet up somewhere, and we spent the whole day, kissing. That's when I also had my first kiss. It was like in the Fast and the Furious ride.
That ride is not slow. How did you even manage a kiss on that fucking thing? You're moving around so
Oh,
much.
it was dark as hell.
Listen, I mean, this is going to be a story you're going to be talking about for the rest of your life, losing your virginity in the Shrek Theater. I mean, that thing's not even going to be around for that long, and that's just an experience. But, fucking, I don't even know what to say to you. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. Congratulations. That's a fun-ass story.
Yes, sir. I'm glad I managed to share it to you.
Yeah.
I've been trying to reach you for like three streams now.
Yeah. Sorry, it kept skipping over you. It was hidden, but
No, we're already here now.
that's
So, yeah,
that's
it.
definitely a clip. Bless your heart, son.
Thank you. Are you gonna send this to the TikTok?
Yeah, probably. You losing your virginity in the
Hey.
Shrek Theater? I think that's worth people hearing. Yes.
Yes, sir. You have a good night, sir.
You too. Bless your heart.
Oh man.
Jude, how you doing, bud?
Hello.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
So, around like 2 months ago, I met this girl like completely randomly after I did one of my exams because I'm finishing school now, and we like really like kind of like hit it off and stuff. So I got to know her a bit. I kind of like liked her really quickly. So like after like the second day, I think I saw her after an exam. I found out we both like musicals, so I booked a trip to London to see a musical, which was like fairly expensive. And in hindsight, that's a terrible idea because obviously I didn't know if she was, I don't know,
Gonna
gay
come.
or
Yeah.
stuff like that. So like, but I kind of knew she was like, I don't know, she was something special. So I didn't really care about the money side of things. And I booked it. We still haven't gone. I booked it for the end of August. So then I kind of like get to know her a bit more, and then we start dating. But then she kind of tells me she has like terribly strict parents, like really strict parents,
Right.
and they don't really let her out of the house. And so I'm kind of in a predicament where I don't know if I should, because I can't refund the tickets either. I don't know why. I asked the theatre company, but they said no. I can't refund the tickets, and I have no idea what to do. But I really like this girl.
So, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay. So, there's two things you can't argue with, and it's religion and parents. You could try and let her sneak out, but you're probably not going to enjoy the day at all because you're going to be so fucking paranoid about whatever the fuck could happen and it's a whole, unless you get off on the thrill of it, but it doesn't seem like you're that kind of person. So it's you have decisions to make. Maybe she can ask her parents. A musical is so goddamn genuine and sweet. I mean, how gross can things get? She can give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, take one of your friends, even if they don't like musicals. I didn't like musicals, and I saw a musical. Musicals are fun. But, you made the mistake of kind of going for this without really checking first. But you have the tickets.
Yeah.
So let's get things in motion now so that you have a backup plan so you don't end up going to this thing alone. So ask her and see if her parents will say yes. If she just says she's not going to do it, whatever, it's out of your hands. Like, you're not going to be able to get her out of the house. So figure out what's going on with her first. And then if that doesn't work out, you still have a little bit of time. Get someone else to go with you.
I know, but I kind of plan like a really like nice day out in London. I mean, I don't really get to go like there often, so I
Well,
kind of
that's
plan
the
like
thing. It's not gonna be like that scene in Harry Potter where the Weasleys show up and rip off the bars on her window in a flying car. Like, you're not gonna be able to get her out of the goddamn house. It's one of those things. It's up to the parents. So you just gotta roll the dice, hope it happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really worried. I mean, I'm glad things worked out and we're like dating now, but like I'm just very worried. Like I don't know. I planned this thing like really far in advance, and I just don't want it to like fall through. Like I'd love to go with my friends, but like I just feel like I'd just be like in a really terrible mood the whole day because
it's
like,
not her.
I planned. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I planned to go with her.
Well, we're aware we already the mistake has been made. It's not like Like, it's a good learning lesson of, like, don't put all your eggs in a basket that you don't even know you're holding. Like, this basket had a hole in it from the start. But we just gotta, plan for the best, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. There's no magic way to, like, I'm not gonna tell you to go meet the parents, because that, even though that sounds like a good idea, I've heard enough stories on the show that it's not a good idea. So
yeah, she also said it was a terrible idea.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where, just make her try her best, and if it doesn't work out, whoopsie daisy, we learn from these mistakes.
Yeah, I don't think like sneaking out's the best thing either, because we did like one time I walked to her house, which was like a really long walk, and I got there at like midnight, and then she snuck out of her house, and we thought we heard her parents. So
and you
like
shit yourself.
Yeah, like for 40 minutes we were like running around, like we thought we heard, but it was just a lot of paranoia, and it just wasn't good. So I just feel like that's not the best idea.
I'm the same kind of person. Like, some people think it's hot to sneak around, and I'm like, like, I just fucking terrifies me, and I'm like, this isn't worth it. I don't know why. We can hang out later. So yeah, sneaking out's not a good idea. Just do your best in the situation. It's all the cards you're holding. It's all you got. You got a 2 and a 4.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks very much.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Enjoy the musical regardless of what happens, my guy.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Bye.
That's right. All right. Who did I take in last time? Sand Alligator. Sandy.
What's up?
What up, boy?
Oh, I got 2 stories for you. One of them is obviously the obligatory virginity story, and the other one's the actual problem.
How old are you? Say 18. Just say 18.
24.
Okay, better. All right. Let me hear the virginity story. I want to hear that. That's funny as fuck.
All right. So I dated this girl. So I live in Georgia, southern state. And I was dating this girl from Canada, long distance, and known her for 6 years, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. We started dating. She came down for a week, and she rented a hotel, and obviously I was living with my grandparents at the time, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to go stay with her for the week.
Right.
We go in, and she comes down on her birthday. Her birthday was one day before mine. So she comes down on her birthday, and obviously you have to have birthday sex. It's my first time. The entire time I've known her, she's always joked about, oh yeah, if we had sex, you'd only last like 4 minutes type thing. So I went in this super confident that I was going to last more than 4 minutes. We get hot and heavy type stuff. I looked at the clock. It was 47 minutes I lasted. And this was at a hotel. We were on the first floor right next to the main lobby.
Right.
So all of it's done. I go out to get some ice, and, I make eye contact with the front desk people, and they just stared at me, and I'm just like, oh, they heard everything.
Yeah.
They heard and it wasn't like, only one person in the lobby. It was like a good maybe like 7 people in this lobby, and I was just like, oh, I fucked up.
How
I fucked up
how old were you when this happened?
I was 22 when this happened.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, no, fuck them. I mean, that's why people book hotels.
Well, yeah, but still, it was more or less just like, oh, they heard everything. But
That's
on to the main.
Yeah, go to the main point.
Recently, back in May, so the girl I just talked about, I had dated her for about 2 years, and I proposed to her. She said yes, and I was super happy. Well, back in January, she was just I'd always made the joke that like, oh yeah, I'm gonna build up a harem type thing, and she was totally cool with it because she was polyamorous, and I was like, cool. Well, we found a girl that was also cool with dating us, so that happened in January. Fast forward to May, the girl that said she was okay in the poly relationship, she breaks up with me. Okay, that hurts. The next week, my dog dies. He was like 14 years old. That hurts. The next week, my best friend gets into a car wreck. Okay, ouch. The next week, my fiance breaks up with me. That month sent me so down into a massive spiral that I ended up hurting myself. I do apologize for that, Father. And I had to take a nice vacation to the Grippy Sock Hotel.
Yeah. I mean,
and
first of all, I'm not going to blame you for that. Like, it was stupid, and we both know it was stupid, but you spiraled that hard without anything. It's not like you got into a drug habit and it was all your fault. Like, these things happen to you, and you found a coping mechanism that wasn't healthy, but Jesus Christ, my guy. I mean, there's reasons why people do things, and I'm not saying there's any reason to do it, but, I wouldn't feel too stupid about it. You're an idiot for doing it, but, sometimes shit gets shitty. That was some shitty shit.
It gets worse, Father.
Okay.
So at the time, I was having these massive migraines to the point where doctors were prescribing me Oxycontin.
Oh, God. Did I just say you weren't a drug addict and you became a drug addict?
I became a drug addict, Father. I got off it. I no longer take it. It was literally just like a week's worth of stuff where I was taking it like literally every 6 hours. I was on Oxycontin. But as soon as I got out of the Grippy Sock Hotel, my job fired me because I was a week no call, no show. So I lost my job. And for about a month, I couldn't get anything. But here's where it gets good. Since then, I've gone to therapy. I love my therapist. I've gotten my dream job. I work at the Weather Channel now.
Oh, word.
And I've been doing a lot of things that make me happy. And I keep saying I'm happy. I don't feel happy, Father.
Right.
And I don't know really what to do. And, I can talk to my friends, I can talk to my therapist, but they can only offer me so much. I'm looking for outside help, Father, and that's where I came to you.
Okay, one, you understand this is a big ask. I'm going to do my best. Not licensed. I'm a dipshit in a priest outfit, but I'm going to help you out as much as I can. So I've been in that situation before where I'm not happy, but I keep lying to myself, and I keep doing things that should make me happy, right? Like, I kind of go through a, what's the word I'm looking for? Hedonism binge. Like, I was in college. That's when I was at my lowest. I had a job that fucking sucked. People weren't respecting me. I was, doing drugs and, well, not like hard drugs, but I was doing drugs. And I was, hanging out with less than reputable women and just binging and drinking all the time. And I was doing things that should make you happy. I was having fun. But the problem was I was doing them because it's like, have you ever had a hard time falling asleep? I'm sure you did. You got off Oxycontin.
I should be asleep right now, and I'm not.
Okay, so a thing I've realized when, I have a really hard time falling asleep, but when I start thinking about that I should be sleeping, I'm never going to fall asleep. And when I start thinking it in that way where I'm like, I should be asleep by now, and I start looking at the clock, and if I fall asleep now, I'll have 7 hours of sleep, which is almost enough, and I start overthinking it, and then I never fall asleep. And it was the same thing with me where I was thinking about the things that should make me happy, so I was doing them instead of just doing them and then being happy. And whenever I did the things that should make me happy and I was overanalyzing the situation and I would just be like, well, I'm not as happy as I should be, it's because I was fucking going into it like it was an antidote to my poison. And that's not what life is. And that's a hard habit to break, and that's why I'm going to point you back to the therapist. But it's one of those things where if you act like everything in your life is a building block, we're like, okay, now I'm going to get some ice cream. That should help. Okay, that didn't help that much. Now I'm going to jerk off. Okay, that didn't really help that much. Now I'm going to, you know what I mean? Like, once you start looking at it like that, it's not going to you're never going to fall asleep. But once you just start living life and not looking at it, like, maybe this will make me happy, maybe it won't. We never know. The brain chemistry we have is a fucking shit show. It's a crapshoot. So just go into it head up high, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but at least you have another experience under your belt. Life's all about, it's like Pokemon. You collect little experiences throughout your life. That's the way I've started to look at it. That's what my therapist has helped me out with. But in terms of breaking that habit of looking at things as antidotes, talk to your therapist, because that's just something that, there's little habits for each individual person. I don't know you that much, and I don't know you that well to help you out that way, but that's how I would start looking at life.
Yeah, thank you, Father. That actually basically, instead of like looking for like, instead of forcing myself to be happy, it should be more like just do stuff, and if it makes you happy, it will make you happy type
Exactly.
thing.
And like once you start looking at it in that light, you'll realize that you're happier without even trying. But it's like the effort. You know, like you try really hard to get a girl and she's not into you. And you're like, well, why? Because you're trying really hard. It's one of those things where it's just like once you let life wash over you like a tide, you'll realize that you can start swimming. You just got to stop fighting against the current.
Well, thank you, Father. I won't take any more of your time, and I really do appreciate it.
No problem. I also want to bring up the fact that you got a fiance at like 22, and the difference between the North and the South of America, where the Northerners are like, I'm not proposing to a girl until I'm at least 35, and everyone in the South is like, you just get hitched younger, and I just think that's really sweet. Even though it didn't work out, I love the guys that you're always willing to try. I appreciate that.
Hmm. Well, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.
You too. Bless your heart. Hopefully I helped that kid. Oof's been in here for such a long time. Hi, Oof. Oof.
Hello.
What is your profile picture?
That's Avenged Sevenfold. Yes.
Avenged Sevenfold. Okay. What can I do for you, bud?
Okay, so I feel like I should start this out with saying I'm a very anxious person. I was having a little bit of an anxiety attack waiting for this whole.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I know it's like doing a class project and you're going last, and most people would want that, but I just want to go first because the more I wait and I know I'm up next, it makes me. I would rather just just let me go and just get this fucking out of the way. I'm sorry for making you wait.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That. So yeah,
it's fine. I understand you have a lot of people. I was sitting in that queue for a while, but anyway, so I want to start off with that. So basically, I'm not very good at talking. He was just kind of there for about 15 minutes.
Oh bullshit.
And no.
No, I'm saying bullshit. She was still asleep.
She was. I think. I'm pretty sure. I've known her for years. She can sleep, from what I know, from mostly anything.
All right.
I think. I'm not sure. Probably.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. That seems like something someone would do if they're too nervous to do anything and they want to be on your shoulder. I don't know. Let's talk. We'll ask the chat. It's on delay, but keep going for now.
But she's less anxious than me, so I feel like she would be a little more upfront about it. But anyway, so that has my hopes up again. I really need advice on this because I know her well. She knows me well. I've talked to her a decent bit, but I'm not sure if I should pursue a relationship with her.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Go for it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, I know, like, the sister, whatever, but, you know, friends at this age come and go, and relationships come and go, and it's worth a shot, dude. It really is. Like, if you're not good at talking to people, this is, you know, you might swing and miss, but what are you going to do? You're never going to make the move, and then you're just going to be thinking about this girl for the rest of your life that could have happened. It's better to just get a no. Then you could just move on. You feel like shit for like a week instead of just always feeling like shit thinking about what could have happened. You got to go for it.
I already have been doing that.
I know. You're already beating yourself
now.
up. You're an anxious person. You're in your own head. She'll think it's cute that you're nervous. She sat on your shoulder, looking at the chat, who that she was legit just asleep. I know. That's a sneaky way to do it. She wants him for sure. She could just be asleep if she's a hard sleeper, but most people that's on purpose. Yes. Okay. I think it's just a cute little thing. And if anything, even if she's not that into you, she's just trying to make you sweat. She thinks it's cute that you like her. Like, just, you know, take a fucking shot, dude. You have nothing to lose. Like, if these things blow over way faster than you think, especially at your age. Just take a shot. Just do it.
Okay. All right.
All right?
Thank you.
You're going to be terrified, but it's going to be worth it. I promise you.
I already am.
I know. Just go for it. Don't do it over text either. Or if you're going to do it over the phone if you have to do it over the phone. But don't.
Okay.
Screenshots can ruin a man's life, so go for it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem, dog. Have a good one.
All right. You too. Bye.
All right. Rose out here living the dream. I really think that was on purpose. I really do. 15 minutes on someone's shoulder. Like, think about the bus, all right? In terms of, like, so you're sitting next to each other and she's asleep and then it rolls over. Like, to fall on someone's shoulder? That's an uncomfortable sleeping position on a bus. When you're just like that, and then, like, you probably at one point, like, just turn or something. She did it for 15 fucking minutes. That's got to be on purpose. I don't care what you people think. All right. Sorry to those who are still in the next up. I'll take a screenshot, and I'll save it this time so I can get those people in for the next show. Screenshotting now. Save. Next up. And then I'll put you in a special folder so I'll never forget where you are. I'm gonna put it in the Premiere Projects folder. There we go. I'll remember who you are. We'll get you next week. Sorry, guys, I couldn't get to you. I'm surprised they even made it this long. We're gonna do a raid now. This guy looks... He's got a mustache, right? We'll give it to him. Goofy Juice. That's a fun name. Alright, we're gonna raid now. Fucking love this song. I'm in the music video for this song. Just saying. It's my friend's music, but it's, you know, copyright free, so. Who goes by Prince or Alvin Flames? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Alright. Raid time. I will see you guys on Friday. Join the Patreon if you're not in the Patreon, and also we're dropping the merch on Friday. Remember, I'm going to be doing a bunch of goofy shit, and I'm going to hate myself for it, but it's going to be fun. So join on through. I'm going to raid this guy. He's got a really funny flag in the background. Wow, 97 already, 100 already. You guys are awesome. Let's make this guy's day. Wow, 140 out of 282? Holy shit.